I started the program after I came back from Austin, Texas, through Maddie's Fund apprenticeship. Learning all the stuff I learned in Austin, I was able to come back and implement the program pretty much right away. So the dogs that get to go are dogs who have been here for 15 days or more, dogs who are showing some kennel deterioration like stress, barrier reactivity, dogs that just don't do well in the shelter. It's typically, dogs that are 40 pounds and over, and typically the pit bull type dog is the dog we're sending out the most because they stay here the longest. To do a field trip with Louisville Metro Animal Services, you do have to attend an hour-long orientation, and that's basically me talking about safety for about 45 minutes and 15 minutes of questions. So we talk a lot about dog handling, how to redirect a dog with treats and squeaky toys, and keeping the dog with you at all times, and then the fun stuff you can do. And we also talk about the benefits of getting the dogs out of the shelter and just the full circle that they're able to see the dog and their kennel on a field trip and then get adopted. And I think that means a lot to people.
It's crazy how dogs are so different inside and outside of the shelter. Here, some get barrier reactive. The kennel's a hard place for them. There's so much going on, so much noise. Whenever you take the dog out, they actually get time to be able to be themselves and not have to worry about who's barking, someone's coming in the kennel. They get, rewarded. They get treats. They get love, affection, and that brings out their personality, so you get to know them better, so that also helps them be able to get adopted, so you can tell other people about them.
That when the public and when volunteers come in to walk them, they tell us more about the dogs that we're not able to find out here in the shelter, because we're not able to have one-on-one time with each and every dog that comes in. So when they get to go outside and they get to be themselves out there, then we'll start to learn what they do like, what they don't like, how they act in not a shelter setting.
Even if they're gone for an hour, they come back and they're completely different.
It has been very successful, I think. We just did our most recent orientation and we had 150 people come out, and just that week after we had 17 field trips scheduled in one day, and the entire mood of the shelter was changed. And after the day was over, everybody came to me and said, can we have a day like this every day?
These field trips are more than just taking a dog out for ice cream or taking them to a park for a walk. This is what's going to help us get dogs out. This is what has helped us become a no-kill shelter. It saves lives, and I think every shelter should put that as the top of their list.